You already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ RichieSkye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea. You know, I don't know if I've ever seen a man more hell-bent on embarrassing his wife than Charles. Maybe Ralph, but I think that Charles is, I don't know, he's putting his foot on the gas for some reason. You know, we're going to talk about the latest interview that has popped up with Charles. We're going to talk about Amy Luchiani responding to the news, well, to the backlash that she's getting with regards to this divorce. And we're going to talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So if you like reality TV related news or content, then this is the space for you. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Now let's go. Okay, let's go. Oh, Charles. Oh, Charles. My God, today. So, you know, we have come to realize that Charles has very much a no-nonsense attitude when it comes to, you know, it seems like the filming process as well as his wife. And I don't really think he gives a rat's behind what anybody thinks about anything with regards to his marriage, his life, or his wife, period. But, and I'm not sure when this interview was done, to be very honest with you, but the clip has surfaced, right? So it could have been recently. But I'm going to read you the headline first. When asked about why he decided, what made him decide to get married, he says, I don't know. I think somebody might have put something in my drink that night. And it's like, you know what? And I get it's probably said in jest, right? It's probably said like, as in, I mean, you know, why did I get married? You know, that's the $1 million question that even Tyler Perry was asking with his movies. But I don't know. I just feel like there's something to be said about somebody that just kind of continuously like drags, whether it is playful or not, the continuous doing of that thing makes people look at you crazy, sir. It does. So I'm just going to play some bits of it, right? And you guys can actually go to the interview yourself. Follow Relationships Matter Live on Instagram. But the Neighborhood Talk happened to post this along with the Bravo Shade Room. And I just thought, why say this? So when when an interviewer asked, you know, what were your reasons behind getting married? He says that's going to be the $1 billion question, because we were just in Vegas and we just did it. And he says, you know, I don't know. I told somebody some things, that somebody put something in my drink that night. Look at her face. She is like, brother, is that what you really want to be saying about your wife? That sounds crazy to me. It sounds absolutely crazy. And then he says, we went to the mall next day, got a ring, I got a jacket, and we just went to the service and got married. Ooh. You guys can check out more on Relationships Matters. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Was he playing? Maybe there's some greater context to it. But I just feel like this is kind of more of the same that we get from him throughout the season. So I don't know. But we also can see that he don't play about her, like, or at least, I don't know, he don't play about somebody spreading the tea about him. Whether it's true or not, we don't really know. But it's so crazy because I don't know that we'll ever really know what really happened. Who knows? Let's also talk about Amy Luchiani, because she is clapping back at everybody, okay? that has something to say about her divorce. She says this: with such a private moment like a marriage ending, I really do want to keep a lot private, but it's hard to watch this narrative spreading quickly about me. I plan on speaking on this one time only. I, till this day, have never asked him for a single dollar, not 30 cents. Before we married, I asked to sign a prenup. I texted it right to him. I told him I want to sign a prenup because I believe what you work for is yours, and I'm not the type of woman to take what's not mine. I mentioned a prenup first. He declined. I do not want any of his assets. I do not want half of anything that he earned or obtained before me. Not a car, not his properties, not a business. These rumors do not align with my character. Believe it or not, some of us women really date slash marry for love. So then she says in the caption, the value I add cannot be bought. I'd rather build the empire with you. You ever met a gold digger who went her entire relationship without asking for a penny and asked for a prenuptial agreement and doesn't want any part of his assets when it ends? Oh, okay. I won't bother asking for privacy. This is the internet, so I'll accept the good with the bad. Right now, it's just a bad moment, but God oversees it all, and this too shall pass. And you're right, Amy, this too shall pass. And I don't think anybody in this chat or anybody on the internet really, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I can say us rational minded people are not wishing you bad, right? But the thing about it is you went public with a man who has quite a history with one of his previous exes and baby's mother, and it's been very much talked about, and you being someone else who was in the public eye, sort of getting with this person so quickly, getting married so quickly, it seems. And who's to say what the time frame is? I mean, that's up to anybody's discretion. You get married when you want to get married, but the problem is when you do that, you really give yourself time to really get to know a person? And I think that we see a lot of these situations at times with people who are in these, high profile relationships, and they get involved so quickly. And it's like you don't really know the person yet. And you don't really know how they are when they get angry. You don't really know what their long term plans are for their finances. You can know what you see at the moment, but that a lot of that takes time and history and repeated experience before you really can get a gist on what these things actually will mean for you in a marriage, right? So I think it's that. And I also think it was like the wildness for which y'all were talking about using each other's toothbrushes. I feel like that was like, so when you start, saying stuff like that and putting it out online, it just kind of, yeah, I mean, people are gonna look at you a little crazy when it ends because we're looking like, girl, like, oh, you was so brazen about the toothbrushes, but now it's like, yeah, people are gonna have some things to say, and you're on a television show, right? He is he's a ball player. Like everybody knows who this person is. So it's not like you were dating and gotten married to somebody that nobody knew. So you can't expect that people are gonna be like, oh, okay, that was it, that's it, that's all. Okay, moving on. It's not how it works, especially for those of us who talk about the show, recap the show, and that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, we do wish Amy the best. I mean, listen, life is short. Okay, I don't really care whether or not you want his money or not. Okay, it comes along with the territory when y'all decide to get married. Period. It sounds like all right. Oh my God, Google and this phone. I'm telling you, the phones be listening to you. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but the phones be listening. Google, you need to pipe down. Y'all need to. I don't like that. I don't know if y'all can hear, but the phone was responding to me like I was talking to it, and I ain't even had a phone on. That's some wild stuff right there. Anyway, we need to talk about Love and Hip Hop. Okay, the new season aired last night, and baby, we got some things to discuss. All right. So let's dive on in. I want to pull up something for y'all. I'm going to talk about some things that I absolutely enjoyed about last night's episode, and some things that I just feel like are gonna be crazy. All right. So we're talking about, what is this? Season 13 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's called The 11th Hour, and it is episode 1. It says, in the 404, the voice of the South is ever rising, and it reaches a fever pitch when Bambi and Spice raise the bars. Carly's recent split is the word around town, and Scrappy's situationship with Shakira might set his new relationship off course. All right. So let's get into the biz nah e. When the episode comes on, we get this interesting little recap, but it is done via a cipher style rap, right? So you got a couple of the cast members. I noticed that Bambi did not have a cipher, unless I missed it, but I don't think she had one. I don't think she had a verse in this, but Rashida does. And one of the things that she lets us know so brazenly is that she's not leaving Kirk.
Yo, this a light day. It's light work. And y'all can pop y'all because I ain't leaving Kirk.
Girl. Oh, Rashida. The comments. It's the comments for me. All right. The comments. It's just interesting. Bundy says, we know and do not care. Someone else says, don't leave Kirk. Just leave the studio. Someone else says, she's saying it like it's our loss. Sister, please. Someone else says, Rashida is one of God's strongest soldiers. Someone else says, not the flex that she thought it was. Someone else says, water is wet information. We know that. And to this, I say, I agree with all of the above. Here's the thing. We know that you're not leaving Kirk. I don't even think that most of us even care at this point. I think what we do care about is every time that there is some drama that pops off, you act like you're upset and mad about it. But we really know that it's probably wasted energy because you're just going to go back to him regardless of whatever we say, he says, Jasmine says, anybody says, it doesn't matter. And you're going to stick beside him. He's going to stick beside you. And that's fine, right? Listen, I hope your bond is unbreakable. We really do. I think that is great for you. You guys have family, you guys have businesses together. I'm sure at the end of the day, the feeling is that you are better together. And that's just that. I think people just would rather you just simply say, I'm okay with whatever he does. And I think it would be just left at that. But the popping off and the thing like you're not leaving him, it's not a flex. It's not a flex. It's really not. A flex would have been like, I don't know. I got a #1 single on the charts. Okay. I mean, something like what maybe Spice is saying about her diss record with Bambi, I mean, or I just invested in a new, 35-acre community, right? I just built a school in some other country or even here, right? That's the flex that we're looking for. But you staying with Kirk, girl, we know. All right. And congratulations to you guys. I mean, I think that listen, love wins. #chill, as Cynthia Bailey used to say. Anyway, the episode itself, how was it to me? I thought it was an interesting introduction. Like I said, I did like the cipher of it all at the beginning. I feel like I like that they did that. I feel like production at least does what it can to try to keep this show fresh, even though it comes on twice a year. So many relationships are fractured as we come back into the season. I'm going to go through some of the fractured relationships just so we can catch up. But Rennie is back in full effect. She had a situation with her man where they was fighting on live, right? On the live, no less. So she's going through it with him about some cheating allegations that stems from her ex making a song from 2021 or something like that. And then they issues got caught up in the crossfire when they came out on the live. So she's dealing with all that. She's beefing with Sierra because she had to question whether or not Sierra was a good friend. Then Sierra is also beefing with her and planning for her Ghetto Girls Eats podcast. Carly is beefing with pretty much usually everybody, but Carly is now beefing with her ex-husband as well as Jessica White. Carly feels as though she has been, done wrong in her marriage. She says that she hid the abuse that she was going through. She was embarrassed by it, and now she is, I guess, maybe taking him to court or something like that. There's just plenty of drama going on with Carly. What else is going on? Rashida is still beefing with Yandy and Mendices. Her and Kirk are no longer cool with Yandy and Mendices. We don't see Yandy and Mendices in this episode, but we also learn that now Rashida is also beefing with Bambi because she got caught in the crossfire for laughing with Spice about Bambi only having 11 Spotify listeners. So when Bambi came out with her diss track about Spice, Scrappy, and Rashida felt like she got caught up in the crossfire for laughing at Spice and Bambi. Spice still has issues with Bambi because they are in a rap battle wherein Spice now has a #1 record that she was dissing Spice on, called 11. And I guess this is for the 11 listeners that Bambi has, and maybe in part due to the $11 that Bambi alleges that Scrappy has. Meanwhile, Jessica wants to throw a ponderosa for all the girls to get all the girls together, even though she too is beefing with several people here. She is beefing with Carly Red. And I think we might even have to add now Rennie Rucci to that mix, because in the episode, Erica asked, not Erica, but Jessica, girl, it's a lot of people, okay? It's a lot of people to catch up with. Jessica, when she meets up with Rennie, asks, well, girl, is the baby your man's? Because he think you cheating. And Rennie is like, I'm about to pop her in the face. But she's going to go to the wellness retreat event, even though she felt like she was just disrespected by Jessica. I forgot, Rashida also has beef with Erica Banks because Erica Banks was the one who told Yandy and the rest of the girls that Rashida rode up to her and told her that she heard that somebody got popped in the face or the eye at the event, which Rashida did, okay? And Rashida claims that she stands on business, but she did not stand on business when she tried to confront Erica Banks, and Erica Banks asked, well, didn't you say this? And Rashida says, I don't know. Did I? That's not standing on business. That's standing on, it sounded like a lie. It's not a lie because it's a rhetorical question that refuses to answer the question that she asked. So there's that. Okay. Now I think we done caught up with everything. All right. So let's go through these things one by one. I told you at the beginning that Jessica White wants to get the girls together. She, makes her rounds with some of the girls, and she's like, we're going to have a wellness retreat. She is really, in my mind, Jessica is stepping up as a more serious character on this show, because I feel like in the past, she's just been mainly used as comic relief. And sometimes, listen, you need that. I'm sure she will still provide that. But I feel like her and Shekinah provide a little bit of the same role, but we did not see Shekinah in this episode. And I don't know that we're going to see her this season, but maybe we will. I haven't seen her in the promos. So, and we know they got about 30 cast members. So you please try to keep up. All right. Now, all right, mind you, this is instant coffee I'm drinking from Jamaica. This is not a plug. This is not a sponsorship. This is just Jamaican coffee is something else. It is really, it is something else. It is so good and the flavor is so robust. Oh my God. Who knew? Meanwhile, let's catch up. So we've kind of caught up with like some of the beef that's going on. We see Rashida and Spice meet up to kind of talk about all of their enemies, including Yandy and Bambi and Erica Banks. They laugh about how Spice is riding high as she's dressed kind of fairy like. I guess maybe doing some promo for this new 11 record. Okay. And so Bambi and Jessica end up going bridal shopping because Bambi is ready to let's get married. She's ready to marry her man, who we know in real time is having some real time beef with Malaysia and Zell, which leads me to believe that perhaps next season we will see Malaysia on the show, if not this season. So who knows? Next, which I would love because I actually miss Malaysia on my television screen. Justice for Malaysia. Next. What else is going on? Scrappy has the other big stuff in this episode. Scrappy is now dealing with a new woman, right? This woman is named Brittany. I'm assuming she's a realtor from what his baby mother just says. You know, Shakira, the baby mother that he popped up with last season that came along after the threesome. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. So he is with her, but I don't know if she knows that he's also messing around in a robe with Shakira. It's when I don't know. See, for me, when I saw him again and he was sitting in, I guess, Shakira's house, the baby's mama, she to me was doing a little bit of the most. I don't even know what she was upset about. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. It's like, I don't know that they had ever decided that they were gonna be anything more than just friends or just baby like co-parents. But for whatever reason, I guess I do understand why she's upset. But then I don't understand because I'm like, do you know who this man is? You just you having this baby with him off of a threesome. So, I mean, what are the odds that he is going to miraculously end up with you? Okay? I just don't get the logic behind it. And so as she begins turning up on him about this other girl, I mean, she begins doing some things that I just feel like are crazy. She is literally talking about how good her kitty cat is. And I'm thinking to myself, I never understand when someone says, I got that good this or that. Like there isn't another one out there, right? Whether it is somebody talking, some dude talking about his good D, or whether that is a lady talking about her good C. So for me, I'm thinking to myself, y'all do know when y'all are talking about D and C that there is a Z and a B out there, meaning there are other letters in the alphabet that people can actually get with, right? Somebody else got a C too. Somebody else got a D too. So at the end of the day, your D and your C is not the only one out there, okay? It's probably what it's attached to that makes it so good, right? You might be doing some type of flips and cartwheels, but somebody else out there will do some flips and cartwheels too. So it ain't like you the only person that can put it down. That always sounds crazy to me, and that's not gonna keep somebody for you. At the end of the day, it's not. Um, crazy. Then she gets to, I don't know why she does this, but she chases him out of the house as he's in his robe and his socks, and she's barefoot. It's crazy. He starts to getting into the car, and all I'm thinking about is she is yelling and screaming in this neighborhood. What are the neighbors thinking? Like, I would probably want to have her removed from the neighborhood if I was somebody who was on the HOA board for that community. She would be gone. Like, I would be like, this girl is outside hooting and hollering about her C, her kitty cat, her hoo ha. And all I know is that's all I hear. Then she starts slapping it. I just got a question. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like for me, slapping that don't feel good. Not in that way. So, ladies, if y'all pounding y'all pee like that, don't that hurt? It seemed like it would hurt to me. Like, do you want to damage it? You bragging about your good pudding, and you pop it, you banging on it like you knocking on a door, like bam, bam, bam. I'm like, girl, that thing is gonna be wrecked if you keep on doing that. Like, no. I mean, spare the kitty. Spare the kitty. That's all I was thinking the entire time she was pounding the punani. Cause I was like, girl, like, please stop. It's one of those things that make your skin crawl because it looked like it hurt. That's how I was feeling watching her. Meanwhile, that's the tea for this episode. We end the episode with all of the ladies arriving at the retreat event that Jessica is throwing. Rashida has decided that she's not going because Rashida. I feel like Rashida talk a good game, but I don't really feel like she about that life. And that's okay, because not everybody is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like she do a lot of big talk. And if you're going to be doing that big talk, because the thing that I can respect about both Bambi and Spice is that they do a lot of big talk and then they follow it up. They show up. They don't run and hide. They show up. So if you can talk all this big talk about Erica Banks, who is there, then you need to be able to also stand on business 10 toes down, like you say, and show up to these events. I get it. In real life, would you go? No, but this is not real life. And we understand that. Okay. We understand that this is a very polished hip hop show. Okay. It is very much a music video with beef. Okay. We understand it. It's a hip opera, right? It is a hip hop soap opera. We get it. We get it. We get it. But show up. Show up and really stand on the business that you say you stand on. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you keep it locked onto the channel. Stay tuned. Like this video. Look down in the comment section. Find something that you want to do, a trip that you want to go on, and come on with us. All right. With that being said, I will catch you in the next video.